Now let's try it. Weird. Hear myself. I can hear myself, sweet. Hello everyone, Bubbling into 720 here, bringing you part 181 of my playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. I managed to get my summoner to 97. So, Scholar Summoner is 97. So I'll be using Summoner for the time being. I will be pushing Paladin and probably work Red Mage or something, I don't know. Or maybe Astrologian. We'll see. To try to get to 97 and get caught up. But I am here because I put a vote in for this. Large plot. It's centered lawn. I love it. It's in mist. Again, also my favorite spot. I have a clear view of the horizon in between. It's not exactly perfect because, you know, I got neighbors. But, oh well. And it's a mansion plot. So, yay, I put a vote in. Hopefully I win it. I didn't win one last time, but it happens. Alright, so now I gotta go speak with Wuklamat. Yasulani Station. Let's go to the springs. Oh yeah, I remember. I got done with the dungeon and it put me inside the dome. Yeah, that's where I need to go. So we're gonna go to the new area, continue the storyline. That's how this gig is gonna be for this run. I already did my weekly custom deliveries because I had a double bonus. So I've been pushing leather worker. I got alchemist, culinarian, and fisher to 100. Miner and botany are still kind of low. Next one's leather worker, then I'll be working on the other ones as I go. But we're gonna go ahead to the abyss. We're gonna try and go get Zoralja. Continuing on with the story. See if we can't get a level up in MSQ. Hit maybe 98. Getting closer and closer to current content. It's an aspis. This kind of annoys me a little bit. I did not notice this until now, but the fact that it's got... Oh, you're kidding me. Okay. I was about to get scared there for a second. How the hell am I supposed to get into here? First things first, I should probably go and summon my carbuncle. I was prepared for something strange, but it's like another world. I don't understand. You may now enter Vanguard with the party of NPC avatars. To make use of the feature, open the Trust interface located under Duty in the main menu. The Land of Levin. Creamy hot chocolate, huh? Doesn't make sense. That tower, was it always there? No, definitely not. Nor the wall over there. The material's not something we use in Terrell. It's closer to what we saw at the gate to the Golden City, or those mechanical soldiers. Such a massive structure couldn't possibly have been built in so short a time. Then I'm inclined to assume we've been transported to another location, or perhaps... Well, speculation will avail us not. We need to learn more before we can draw conclusions. Let's take a look around then. I look more like a healer than an actual caster. We're in the second to last zone. Oh, I see defective turrets. Alexandrian Axebeak. That looks like a train station, doesn't it? That must be Yasalani Station, where the passengers disembarked. Then perhaps we'll find someone to talk to there. Let's go and investigate. Lefty! We got an early lefty infiltration. Love it. I see an aetherite. I'm gonna need one of those. Sorry, I'm not talking to you right away. I'm getting this first. Stealing this aetherite. Suck it down! Yummy. It's always tasty. I'm pretty sure this is Yasalani Station, but from the state of it, I'd swear it was abandoned years ago. I'm not sure what to make of this. We should look around a bit more. Yeah, it does look trash, doesn't it? The building is a rotting husk. It has clearly been many years since anyone lived here. I see something to pick up. The tracks are heavily rusted. It would seem they haven't been tended to for a long while. I like this music too. You find a train turntable. The thick layers of rust suggest it hasn't been used in years. Oh, it's one of those robots. Finished poking around, have you? Let's gather everyone then. I want you all to take a look at this. It's one of the mechanical soldiers, long since broken, apparently. But I'd say its presence confirms this is indeed Zeralja's domain we're in. What about the rest of you? Did you learn anything? The place is clearly in disuse. So all evidence suggests this is Yasalani Station. Aye, and I've no doubt we're in Yasolani, but I don't understand why these buildings are so run down. They were completed barely a year ago. I was trying to say completely for some weird reason. For new structures to deteriorate and enormous ones to appear in a flash, if I didn't know better, I'd say time flows differently here. Yeah. Is such a thing even possible? We have encountered this phenomenon before, as it so happens. Though it may be difficult to believe, our world is but one of several. In some respects they are similar to one another, but in others wholly different. We call them reflections. Simply put, the rift between dimensions causes time to flow at a different pace in each world. While hours pass in one, years may have come and gone in another. But if this is Yasolani, then we should still be in the source. The flow of time should be synchronized. I'm not sure I follow this talk of reflections and dimensions, but if Arnville says this is Yasolani, then it must be. Your village is a little further along, right? Arnville. Oh, yes, it's a short distance to the northwest. Let's head there next then. Rather than talk theory, it's always better to confirm things firsthand. May I be of assistance? It's still functioning. It doesn't seem to be hostile, at least. Perhaps we can ask it some questions. Can you tell us where we are? Unable to confirm credentials. Bzz. Please present citizen identification. Unable to confirm credentials. Bzz. Confirm. Bzz. Confirm. Bzz. Seems it's broken after all. Too strange by half. Let's leave it be and get going. Are those lightning rods? Would you accompany me for a moment? There's something I wish to investigate. Sure. No, he's going down. Look there, the lightning appears to be drawn to those pole-shaped structures over yonder. The design suggests there's some manner of lightning rod. Let's go and take a closer look. Welcome back, Lefty. Guy's got a big knife. I mean, it does look like we're in perpetual lightning. This material appears to be the same as that used in the mechanical soldiers and warships. On closer inspection, it appears to bear fine etchings, rather reminiscent of arcane runes, these. I suspect they're not merely decorative. I would posit it's used to harness lightning as a source of energy. Quite impressive technology. I'll share this observation with Y'shtola. For a blessing, the dome doesn't appear to interfere with link pearls. Thanks for accompanying me. Let's head to the village and find the others. Oh, now we got hefty. Whew. Uh-oh, this town looks abandoned. What in the world? wonder what song this is. I would like to put this one in my house as well.
My home. It's in ruins. But why? What happened here? And where is everyone?
I had a look in a few of the other houses, but they had clearly been abandoned.
Damn it all. None of this makes sense.
Excuse me? Are you looking for someone?
Oh.
I apologize for giving you a fright. However, I did have reason to keep to the shadows. Sorolja has told me a great deal about you.
Sorolja?
Greetings, and welcome to the realm of Alexandria.
Okay, so basically this is supposed to be the connection with Final Fantasy IX.
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Queen of Reason?
Huh.
If you are the Queen of Reason, is there perhaps a...
Yes, if you mean to ask if there is a King of Resolve. Sorolja holds that title, and together do we reign.
Then you are both behind the attack on Tuliyola.
And I doubt you're here to offer us a warm reception.
No, you have it all wrong. I am not come to fight. Sorolja rules alongside me, but that is a matter of expedience. In truth, we are at odds, he and I. It is at considerable risk to myself and my people that I come before you to beg your aid.
Our aid? I'll admit I cannot imagine King Sorolja is keen to share and share alike. But if what you say is true, you're still the Queen.
Indeed. But I was once the sole ruler of Alexandria. Until one day, he appeared, bent on conquest. In my weakness, I feared his power. So I persuaded him to forego violence and strike a bargain. I would remain queen, and he would receive technology that would empower him to achieve even loftier ambitions, along with the knowledge to use it. A gamble, to be sure, but if it might spare my people...
If I may, the dome surrounding these lands was erected but recently. How is it he was able to not only invade, but instate a new system of leadership in a mere matter of days?
I've never heard of your realm. And this place is, or at least was, Yassolani. The house I grew up in is still here. But 3 years ago, That tower and these strange contrivances weren't. Nor was our village in ruins. Where did you come from? And what happened to the people who lived here? You must know!
I realize how confusing this all must be. Truth be told, I don't fully understand it myself. What I can say is that one day, people from your Tuliolol suddenly appeared here in Alexandria. Or perhaps it was we who found ourselves in Tuliolol. Until but recently, we were completely unaware of events taking place beyond the barriers surrounding our realm.
Does this not remind you of the Crystal Tower? How after the 8th Umbral Calamity, we devised a means to transport the Spire across time and space from the source unto the first. Granted, this is on a much larger scale, if that is indeed what has happened. Not only the people and structures, but also the surrounding environment. Regardless, the people of Lakeland perceived the arrival of the Crystal Tower much as the Queen describes her own experience. Sudden and inexplicable.
Well then, you appear to have a better grasp of our circumstances than we do. Indeed, more than I dared hope. In which case, a closer examination of the effects of this phenomenon may afford us more insights. Allow me to take you to the outskirts. A number of the Shatona live there as well. Perhaps your acquaintances are among them.
Hold on. If we accept, there's no guarantee we're not walking into a trap.
But if we're to defeat Zorolja, we need to understand how he grew so strong. Besides...
You're right.
Queen Sphene, before we go, Your Majesty, I have to ask, did you really have nothing to do with the attack on Tuliolol?
Noble Wook Lamart, shall we dispense with the formalities? I'll not deny the soldiers and airships that attacked your people are products of Alexandria. But it was Zorolja, not we, who fashioned them into weapons of war and laid siege to Tuliolol.
So he alone is to blame.
No, I may not have prosecuted this war, but I nevertheless bear responsibility for it.
Perhaps. I know next to nothing about you, let alone what you've been through. So by all means, show us around. I think we'll learn a lot from meeting your people.
Wonderful! If you would follow me.
I take it there will be trouble if Zorolja hears of this. Isn't it a little odd for the Queen to be walking about on her lonesome?
Is that concern or suspicion? If
Maybe a little bit of
things
both.
should take a turn for the worse, might I call upon your aid? I jest, of course, but you do strike me as the most capable here.
I have to say myself first, then Grahatia, then Wuklamat, and then it's a toss-up between Kryl and Alisei. I think it goes without saying, but we're not going to trust her just like that, right? Anyway, you look at it, a mysterious girl who appears out of nowhere, proclaiming herself a queen is suspicious. The 8th Umbral Calamity has been added to the Codex. Unending Codex. A royal welcome. Well, having established that we should be wary, we could use more information. So let's head to this place, the outskirts, and see what we can learn. Perhaps about Sveen as well. I didn't get to use my summoning abilities yet. Still level 97 in the story. I trust you have similar farming facilities in Tyrell. They're completely different from ours. I've got no idea what all those machines do. We settled on this approach after some trial and error. The Tyrelli have their own methods of farming which they wanted to continue employing. But the environment makes it challenging. There's too much rain and not enough light. Thankfully, the use of electrope has allowed us to fortify the buildings here, as well as provide that what nature cannot. What? Electrope. It's a material we use for myriad devices and applications. A topic for another time, perhaps. If you would follow me, we're nearly to the outskirts. Yeah, look at this area. Menacing. If there's too much rain, then why is this riverbed dry? This sounds like Final
Here
Fantasy.
we are. Though you'll doubtless find much of what you see in Alexandria strange, the traditional agriculture practiced in this village at least should be familiar.
This is Final Fantasy IX music.
Queen Sveen? What business brings her here, I wonder?
The Queen has come!
You look well, Paquine. And Catogne, I see you've already taken to your new position.
When she introduced herself as queen, I was expecting someone colder. Honestly, she reminds me of you, Namachi.
Me?
It's only natural for a ruler to love her people. And I should like to know them as best I can, even the most trifling details.
The more you come to know them, the more you grow to love them. Who they are and what they've built.
That's it. Beautifully put.
And it would appear that she is well loved in turn.
Your Majesty, you honor us with your presence. And who are these fine people?
Tuliolol's vow of resolve Wuk-Lamat and her companions. They come from beyond the barrier, but you needn't worry. They are good people and are to be treated as my honored guests.
The rumors of a link to the outside are true, then. Wuk-Lamat is still so young. Oh, where are my manners? I am Popone, a leader of sorts of the people living out here.
Papone? That is a Tonawautan ring to it.
Right you are. I take it you hail from this region as well? Teshpiani, perhaps?
Yes, I do. I don't suppose you know a woman by the name of Kafkiwa?
Kafkiwa? I'm afraid I'm not sure if I've ever met someone with that name.
Oh. Mother isn't here. But it's a relief to know at least some of the people of Yasulani are alive and well.
Your mother, you say? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance.
You know my mother?
I do. Yes.
Then tell me, please, where is she?
I cannot say. Not here, but I promise I will in due time.
I have a question, Pepone. Do you recall what happened the day the dome first appeared?
The barrier? Well, I remember fixing a shelf that had collapsed after a terrible earthquake. Then the ground began to tremble. There was a brilliant flash of light, and then... Forgive me, my recollection of it all is rather poor.
You needn't push yourself, Popone. After 30 years, no one could blame you for not remembering.
30 years? As in 30 years in the past?
Absurd though it may sound, there is no doubt in my mind the events that led to the joining of our lands occurred 30 years ago. Which is not to say I understand why our perceptions of the intervening time are so radically different. We only just became aware of the discrepancy when Zoralja's military base was completed, and we were at last able to venture beyond the barrier.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
Phrasing.
30 years. Little wonder Zoralja assumed our father had already passed away.
It's not unlike how time passes differently in the First and the Source. The fluctuating space of the rift between them disrupting temporal equivalence. Perhaps the same holds true here, and time flowed faster within the dome.
Sounds about right. Meaning this is a piece of another reflection. Do you suppose time is still passing faster in here?
I cannot say for certain, but I strongly suspect that to be the case. And based on the Queen's account, this encampment may have come to serve as a physical bridge between the two planes, after which the dome was forced into the Source's temporal flow.
If we're to be certain of anything, we need more information. Sveen, Would it be all right if we had a look around and spoke with the townspeople?
By all means.
Time to see what we can see of Alexandria, then.
And its people. I may yet find familiar faces among the survivors from Yasolani.
Even if I don't understand the half of it, I would learn more of this place before we confront Zorolja.
Perhaps you care to see how we make our living. Though we have always prided ourselves on the use of traditional Tonawatan farming methods, the use of electro-fueled technologies has led to countless agricultural innovations.
I would join you as well.
Ma'am, please, you needn't trouble yourself.
It's no trouble at all. And I promise not to cause any manner of distraction.
Reassuring words, or they would be had I not heard them countless times before. Very well, but do be careful.
Of course. I shall proceed with the utmost care. Now then, if you two would follow me, we can begin the tour.
I can't say that I trust her yet, but I trust that her affection for these people is genuine, and that's enough for me.
Oh. Need to get this too. Good. Got it. Electrope has done much to improve the efficiency of their farming, but hasn't replaced everything. The people wanted to preserve their old way of life, and we did not want to force ours upon them. We went to such lengths so that our cultures could coexist, even going so far as to learn our tongue. I'm sure everyone appreciated that. Communication was thankfully not an issue, for the Turali tongue is surprisingly similar to Alexandrian. Convenient. Of course, there are words and phrases for which there is no equivalent, but those can be taught with minimal effort. Through mutual respect, understanding, and patience, we Alexandrians and Turali have learned a great deal from one another. And I am sure there is much you wish to learn as well, so please, if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. Tart, Turali Tart. Spell speed and determination. Those would be really good for Summoner. A day in the life. Rather than bore you with lengthy explanations, let us head back to the farm we passed earlier. UPA's Halo, it is called. We can speak with one of the farmers when we arrive. I guess we're off to UPA's Halo. Yuppies? I don't know. It's really difficult to say that. Have these back. Hello, there's a card person. We're gonna fight this card person. I got a new card for my deck, by the way, right before I started the stream. I got a Lucia card. I beat Wawalago and got it. I noticed I still needed a card from him. Playing Triple Triad reminds me of an old friend in Tuliolel. How about a game? Polonaise, Swap, and Dissension. We're gonna use this one. Oof, that was a huge drop. That's my new card, Lucia. Take that. do that. I win. Huh, you beat me. Still, your style's a lot like my friend's. I wonder if he's been enjoying life while I've been stuck in here. I'll get that card from another time. I'm not gonna bore you guys with just playing until I win it, because you never know when you'll get it. RNG could be a cruel mistress. Oops, sorry, I looked away for a second, looked back, and I'm stuck on a rock. Allow me to introduce you to Mahusa, one of the most experienced farmhands in all of Alexandria. She's well versed in myriad farming techniques indeed. The wealth of knowledge she has shared with the other farmers is what has allowed this place to flourish. Queen's Fiend, what do I owe this sudden shower of praise? My apologies for the interruption. I am come with guests from beyond the barrier. They wish to learn more of Alexandria, and so I invited them to see how our crops are grown. I do hope that's alright. So the rumors of visitors from the outside were true. What manner of host would we be to deny them a look around? And I gather your majesty also intended to check on things here. You know me too well, Mahosa. I thought to seize this opportunity to see how the farmers fare and perhaps pepper them with a few questions, though I do so enjoy observing and taking part in the work too. It would appear we have her permission, so please walk the grounds to your heart's content. You go on ahead. I'll keep Speen company. Don't misunderstand, I'm not the suspicious type, but given our positions, it would make sense for us to go around together, wouldn't you say? Okay, fair point. Be sure not to let me out of your sight. Oh, but be sure not to let me out of your sight. I shall remain under Wuklamot's watchful eye. Pray come find us after you've seen your fill and spoken with the other farmhands. Sure. Again, this could be the perfect opportunity for Wuklamot to get kidnapped. Light levels appear to be fine. As for the power source... Huh? You wish to know about my job? I tend to the fields mostly, watering the crops, keeping the soil fertile, and so on. It admittedly took some time until I fully understood how best to carry out my duties. I also manage the lamps we use in the fields. We do our best to keep everything up to code, but should they ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix them. The land and sky being what they are, ensuring a rich harvest makes for constant work, but honestly I enjoy how involved the process is. Both my parents being Alexandrian, I didn't grow up knowing much of anything about farming. Every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. Ah, an unfamiliar face. I gather this is your first time on site then? Yep. Well, this here's the storehouse, or rather the entrance. The real storehouse is underground, much more spacious, and equipped with a temperature regulation system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent wild beasts from wandering inside, which also makes it a viable facility for breeding and raising livestock. We've even got a few beds down there for emergencies. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and Electro complicate our lives, but it's just a matter of learning how things work. Take my job, for instance. I'm presently overseeing the storage of harvested crops. They'll be taken up to the tower for processing, and from there find their way to every dining table in Alexandria. The work is hard, I'll not deny, but I take great satisfaction in what we do. Ooh. Lightning struck. Kipewi. Wait. Oh, okay. Thought I saw it get shocked. They're saying that you and yours are visitors from beyond the barrier. That's true. Mm-hmm. So it is, which means we're connected to the outside world again. Not that I have a desire to leave, mind you. I'm quite content with life here in Alexandria. But setting that aside, you're here to observe our work, right? As you can see, I'm in charge of livestock. Here at UPA's Halo, we produce not only fruits and vegetables, but also meat, poultry, and eggs. Tending the animals is an absolute joy, but I have to be careful not to grow attached. It's always a little sad when they're shipped off, but a job is a job. Well, I need to get back to it, but it was nice talking to you. Please give my regards to the Queen. The claw. I'm already a decent ways into the 97. I'm most definitely going to have to work on getting Paladin and the other ones leveled. I see. Don't be too hard on yourself. Anyone would have been hard-pressed to deal with such a thing. Oh, welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. I gather you've had your fill of speaking with the farmers. Then let us return to Mahusa. Well, what are your impressions of the farm? Give me a second. Everything was surprisingly normal. I was amazed that everyone loves their work. Electrope was quite impressive. I'm amazed that everyone loves their work. A curious observation. Do you not love your own work? Oh, but I jest. It's true that the people of the outskirts seem the most fulfilled. Always, they take to their duties with good cheer. And what did you think of our little tour, Lamachi? Oh, what did you call me? Was that inappropriate? My apologies. I heard the others call you by that name, and I thought... No, it's fine. As you said before, we've no need for titles and formalities. As for my thoughts, I was very impressed. That machines could be used to overcome so harsh an environment is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. The feeling is understandable. Indeed, many still find the machinery behind me baffling. It's a system that controls the distribution of water for the fields and livestock. It's been acting up lately, though. Acting up, you say? You needn't worry, my queen. It happens fairly often. Put simply, it's taken in water that had a strong lightning charge. We think some creatures have become charged up with the energy and they're releasing it into the river we use as a source. The system would return to normal if the creatures were dealt with, but I'm reluctant to beg it of the army. Oh, yeah, I know what this is gonna do. We could take care of it if you'd like. That is most gracious of you to offer, but it is much too dangerous. No, it's no trouble for the vow of resolve of Tuli Yolao. Regardless of how the relationship between our nations may develop, if there are people in need, I want to help. Simple as that. And Hero is even stronger than I am. It shouldn't take us long at all. Then very well, I gratefully accept, but please take all care. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna nuke it. This ought to go even faster if you and I search for lightning-charged fiends on our own. Good hunting. Sure. Alright. Oh, it's right here, one. Time to go nookie 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 nuke. Oops. Ruin 4. So that way I don't have to swap. I'm going to be completely sloppy, and I'm going to use Phoenix or my other one. I'm just going to skip the other 3. I wanted super flashy stuff. Ooh, Phoenix heals me. Nice. Alright. Ah, you're both alright, thank goodness. You really needn't have worried so much. You barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now. Of course I was worried. You're my dear guests. But thank you. We truly appreciate this. Indeed. With this, we won't have to ask Seralja's machines for help. He's been making a concerted effort to bolster his forces, sparing but a fraction for the people's protection. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike Queen Sphene. That's enough, Mahusa. If you have grievances, I will hear them later, but to speak of the king now... No, she's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us tour the farm. For the farm. The folk here are delightful, and it was a pleasure to meet them. Couldn't have favored us with more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. And you never fail to let us know, nor how much you care. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. You seem a good sort, Sphene, that I'll admit. But you'll forgive me if I'm not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy your majesty has committed. Come now, this is no laughing matter. A ruler is responsible for the welfare of countless lives, and one wrong decision can lead to untold suffering. Failure is unconscionable. Now, I believe we are done with the farm. Let's move on, shall we? On the cloud. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friends will also have returned by now. My thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come and visit us any time. Dodo time. Do you hear that?
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
Oh no, it's this part.
I'm glad you could make it.
Oh.
Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you.
Oh, yeah.
We're here, Namika. Everything is going to be all right. What's the matter, dear?
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Namika, it's me! Wuklamat!
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on, in us.
Living on in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden. I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm. The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's noxious influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents by means unknown.
In other words, Sphyn's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
But of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder.
Seems like her mind keeps getting overridden.
Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs.
Solution 9.
Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoralja resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoralja do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoralja's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty. Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I'm afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
Cryptic.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep, anyway. Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud. Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
What's going on? How could Pepone suddenly forget about Namika? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing have happened to others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterwards at the 8th rite. An old woman named Namika? I'm afraid I don't know that person. I'm sorry I couldn't be of help. What's that? Do I know a Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked at the outskirts for a good while now. If she spent time here, I would remember. Welcome back, Lefty. I do recall caring for someone until recently, and you say that it was a woman named Namika? Well, I can't say for certain if it was her, I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. So it was the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of aether corresponding to the act too, and I sensed none in that moment. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Papone seemingly forgot, I lightened the device on his head began to blink. Could there be a connection? Someone also said something about soul cells. But who might we ask about this? If we continue making such inquiries, I expect we would only cause confusion. Indeed, if we can't readily solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we could search for Kakiwa instead. It's being said to try the Thunder Yards. Should be in this direction. Oh. Robot. Impossible. Another kind of mechanical soldier? It looks dangerous. We better destroy it. Ah! Yeah, that looked dangerous. Should we give chase? I think it understood our words. It might be worth asking it some questions. Aaronville, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing. I'm fine. Well, it went off in the direction we're headed anyway, so let's try to track it down. Convenient. Yeah, let's walk after it, give it a further head start. I'd immediately mounted up and chased it down. I wouldn't have necessarily destroyed it right away, but I would have at least chased it down to the point and done something to the point where I was able to restrain it. Found you. You found it. It went that way. To the northeast. Then it must be bound for the mines. Come on then. It could be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. Should everyone sit back and just let me go in, so that way in case something happens, I can take care of it and just blast everything and not have to worry about anyone else. And you all could just stay together and protect each other. Guildmate. I heard faint voices coming from inside. So it's not alone, but we're still going in, of course. This is maybe a trap. Be ready for a fight, everyone. Ooh, look what I saw. Going to get this. I can hear them, several people up ahead. I can't make out their conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going, stay on your guard.
What is this?
Ironville!
A trap?
It really is you!
Huh?
Who?
I just had to get a look at you in the light. And I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Elizabeth!
My darling, what now?
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
Fussy little bun bun? Are you alright?
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galul Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Ella Nespia was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope?
I can't say that I do, but you know my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
I'm sorry?
Oh, but this won't do. Come in, come in! Friends of my LNSP are always welcome.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place. How are things still getting stranger?
They're gonna get stranger yet. No, I'm not a fan of this music. As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think of few people in the world quite so spirited. But as to what's happened, we'll need to ask her. Gone and forgotten. Let's hear what she has to say. It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Baldessian, it's been a while since I heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body that I control remotely. I use this for our operations. We're members of a resistance organization, Oblivion, we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zeralja's ambitions for conquest. As their leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found. I see, whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are, though truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is... As I expect you've already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. And does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zeralja. But we failed to do that, and now he's taking his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your heads. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electro technology, and what we don't wear, it is indeed related. And that we don't wear, it is indeed related to our operations. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is the regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expends the soul to bring them back to life. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packaged in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as in accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation, to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Souls is a common resource and payment for services rendered. That's why everyone loves their work. So they can get their soul cells. The void sent practice of consuming others for their aether comes to mind, and similarly I expect that the act comes with some risk. Doesn't it dilute your sense of self? Wouldn't the consciousness of others corrupt your own? I'm going to pick the first one. That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Memory management? And the reason everyone has forgotten Namika's existence. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer, so if they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being is that regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. So this is what is meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators, and an integral step in soul cell production. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. And this is why people are happy here. On its surface, it's similar to the Yokoi's philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, the system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrum to devise the means to save what lives they could so that the nation could endure. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that the Terali would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. People have always been free to go without them if they so wish. Sphene didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've already met. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Zoralja. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motive, she has given the people a choice. Live with the risk of true death or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must someday die. That is the natural order of things. quite right. But however you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulars are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out. Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of this song. It almost seems kind of lazy to me. I like this music though. I wonder if I would be able to expend my... I do have a decent amount of them too. Everyone here? Good. It is the responsibility of the Thunderyard's hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of these hunters. Say we're doing quite a bit of storyline. Defective sentry. Kakiwa, what are you doing here, and with so many friends? Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assumed they were wearing special regulators like Queen Spheen's crown, but they aren't wearing anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there isn't really much to see. Kakiba said you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact they're weak to lightning. The Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. I brought this lot here to see this danger you speak of, if it's not too much trouble to ask. Ah, of course, in which case it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each slay what we can. Ah, time for me to bring the boom. Dodo time. Again. Man, I'm already over halfway to 98. Gotta be careful. I didn't even notice it, but my life got to half. This one will do nicely. We'll help you. It's fine, really. I face worse. Just watch. I don't like the looks of this. Let us help. Oh no. Look out! Oh. Preserve. She needs healing. Nope. You didn't get very far. Kind enough for the beast to sit back. That was embarrassing. The bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. I told you not to worry. This will only take a moment. And of course it just sat there. Lion combo. Just like Zeralja. Come on, let's get out of here. That's also a function of the regulator. I think I understand now how Zeralja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me. You empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of the serpentine soldier we encountered at Vanguard who did the same. So you've crossed paths with one of the King's elite. Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls, those of people and those of beasts. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what about the souls of beasts? They work much in the same fashion, imbuing you with the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you used the soul of a wolf, you would grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Strika. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws. Too many, and you'll become more beast than man. Changing one's form to the souls of other beings, it becomes more and more reminiscent of Void Scent. Yet unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea, different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. I think I saw something in the background. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. Civilization and their reflections are surprising indeed. While we all have our thoughts on souls, for now the important thing is we know what powers Zeralja has at his disposal. It is one thing to separate corporeal ether from incorporeal ether, but to strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology. This is no longer only Tuliyolal's concern. With his newfound powers, Zeralja has become a real threat to the entire world. Indeed, he has to be stopped no matter the cost. The Void has been added to the Unending Codex. Zero has been added to the Unending Codex. Souls has been added to the Unending Codex. And I got the Worth of a Soul achievement. Did I get a title with it? I did. Domebreaker. 97. Embracing Oblivion. PD and critical hit. I trust you've gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all, but for now, let's head back to Earth and Sky. At this rate. There's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. Welcome back, Lefty. Nope. Nope. No touchy. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuliolol and Alexandria. And while Zeralja knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies within that enormous tower Everkeep. So here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Kakiwa and our people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust. But the fact remains that they share our desire to stop Zeralja. Sphene, too, claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. Their leader is Arenville's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sphene may feel, she's a ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her and less reason to take her at her word. A fair point. And knowing Zeralja, we must assume that his arrangement with Sphene was not made without some consideration. All I know is that it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. Hold on. There's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuliolol. As you say, we have no proof that it really is Kakiwa. But I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zeralja for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Arenville. You've always had great instincts honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? If it's a trap, then we'll deal with it when it's sprung. I trust you as well. I'll deal with the top one. That's always the way of it with you. Fine, if you're set on this, then I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. I got just enough time to do that. Onward. Make it so. Nope. I was turning the map, not my character. Ah, man. Kakiwa, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zeralja. But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zeralja. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize that this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal. So fight with me, I beg you. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take a decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you, my fussy little bun-bun. He's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. Thank you, Kakiwa, everyone. Together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. And let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zeralja's whereabouts. Is there a place inside that tower? After a fashion. The king resides on the uppermost level, but while Queen Sphene has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zeralja will eventually march on Tuliulal again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliulal. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kona, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of that pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm, but if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Like how? Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him, show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Kona instead. He'll attack Tuliulal again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we have no objections. Any campaign against Tuliulal requires that Zeralja lead his forces through Vanguard. We'll have lookouts keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Y'shtola, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades apprised of developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word at the first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zeralja to move, you do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourself with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to the Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. You'd be impressed to know that we're located right inside that tower in the residential district of Solution 9. Hiding in a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. Ah, about that. Sphene said that she'd make it so we could enter without issue. Did she? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when working together. Yeah, it would be good. While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Geode, the leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayakwe. I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Wiyakwe is a Tonawatan name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right. Our mother is Tuli-Yulalan, and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you. Though I have no memories of my mother, I like to think I carry a part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he'd be released. But when months went by with no word from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now, everyone who had known him. That bastard, even here he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the Order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together we'll avenge your father. Be sure to do that. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. And while mine is a Tanawata name, I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes, our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious, and everyone's so nice. You'll love it. And that's us here. You'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they've got good hearts all. Eleneshpia. One last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kakiwa. She talks so much about you, it's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. I'm gonna get into Solution 9 and I'm gonna cut it. Meanwhile, in Everkeep. It looks like a lot of souls. Either that or it's a lot of energy. One of the two things.
You've been consulting with Wuk Lamat. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require.
Oops. Shit.
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wuk Lamat bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Wuklamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Wuklamat, if you are Father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
I think you look better with the headdress.
What now?
And when he talked less. Alright, Solution 9. Right, Kakiwa is waiting. Let's head to the tower. Man, I might need to level up a lot more classes than I thought. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to get used to wasting the XP. Dang. Best thing I could do is just try not to waste as much XP as possible. Paladin, Astrologian. Dang, those are the only two viable ones right now. The others are over 20 levels short of 100. I'd have to wait another extra 10 levels. Gemstone trader. As luck would have it, the reforgers have brought in a variety of wares. If you've any bar-colored gems, I would be happy to trade with you. You now have access to this region's gemstone exchange. Trade bi-colored gemstones for a variety of rare and exclusive items. Successfully completing local fates will allow for the safe delivery of goods in the region, increasing the number of items available for exchange. Alright, cool. God damn, there's a lot of defective turrets here. Actually, I changed... Oh well. If I can get to the main aetheryte, we'll do that for... and then we'll cut it. So that way I can port straight there. Ah, there you are. If Queen Sphene has registered you as guest, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm of Zeralja's minions to deal with. Nothing for it but to see if Sphene has betrayed us, eh? Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you'd be so kind. Outrunner guide unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome, guests of Queen Sphene. What a relief. Yeah, I'll say. There you have it. It seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. This is Dawn Trail's final city hub. Oof.
Everkeep, a tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Jacques Terrell, Solution 9.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed of the life back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore? I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zeralja's dominion, do you not?
You had me at Explorer. We do need to better understand who and what we're dealing with here. You had me at Explorer.
I had a feeling you'd be king.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. The elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later.
I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe.
Suspicious.
But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in him. You must have been through a lot together.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Eleanor, why didn't you mention this sooner?
You want to explore together? It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
I probably should have done this with another part. Fine. I gotta carry her around. Alright. I am going to go and grab things and then I'll come back. I'm at least gonna try and get the main aetheryte. Okay, good, I can get it. I wonder if it'll let me. The dawn of a new deal. I wonder if I can shop here yet. If I can, that means I could buy my tank gear. Oh yeah, I forgot, you gotta get like stupid close to this thing. Something tells me that there's some reason why you can't shop here yet. Gemstone trader. Yeah, they just don't have them here yet. Oversized Mika Neo tunic. Form-fitting Mika tunic. Huh. Oh, darn. Yeah, they don't have them. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here. Thank y'all for watching this part 181 of my live stream playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. If you'd like to go ahead and give me a thumbs up and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Keep with the content. Hit the bell if you want to be notified whenever I go live and or release new content. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about the game and my gameplay. No spoilers, please. And I will see you all in the next video. Catch you then. Later.